Hello, everyone. Well, first of all, I wanted to thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank wonderful Rosenthal. I still remember when I met him 22 years ago, we're getting old, at a cafe. And I had the privilege of being a transfer student at UT Austin, also 22 years ago. Well, as you might have heard, we have a new president since October, and he's a huge fan of your president. It's his main idol. And just like your president, he loves the press. Okay. I'm a reporter and columnist at Folha de São Paulo. Folha de São Paulo is the leading newspaper in Brazil. It's the largest one in circulation. It has 300,000 subscribers. Its website in October had 64 million unique visitors in October. Hold on, I have these numbers. Okay. Was founded in 1921, and it's the only. It has other companies related to it. Another newspaper, Datafolha is one of the main polling institutes. Transfolha is a transportation company, and also the largest internet portal. I have been working at Folha since 2011, and I usually don't do political coverage. I have been covering human rights and foreign policy for the last 20 years. So lately I've been concentrating on the migration issue. I spent time in Kenya, in Iraq, in Syria, several other places, also with the Venezuelan refugees in Brazil, covering this. However, I had covered the 2014 elections in India and the 2016 elections here. So I had been following the issue of the use of social media to manipulate the public opinion. So that's how I started investigating about the widespread use of WhatsApp, fake news, and bots during the Brazilian electoral campaign. Last year, Folha did the major scoops about Bolsonaro. The main scoops were all by Folha. One of them was about an employee he had that was supposedly working in his office in Brasilia, but was actually working for his private home at the beach. That was done by Camila Matoso and Ranier Bragon. The other one was about his wealth and on the wealth of his family. He has 3 children, all politicians, and their wealth was not compatible with their paychecks. There was another one about his ex-wife who left the country, taking their child because accusing Bolsonaro of threatening her. And then the last one was about how businessmen were paying for massive bulk messaging by WhatsApp against the rival party, PT, the Workers' Party. After all these stories, we had, every time we did publish a story that was critical to the government, there was a swift reaction. But after the last stories that were followed by several stories about the use of social media, Bolsonaro had a very, let's say, interesting reaction. I have a short video here to show you.
Sem mentiras! Sem fake news, sem Folha de São Paulo, nós ganharemos essa guerra. Queremos a imprensa livre, mas com responsabilidade. A Folha de São Paulo é o maior fake news do Brasil. Vocês não terão mais verba publicitária do governo. Imprensa livre, parabéns! Imprensa vendida, meus pêsames!
Right. He said that over the phone to thousands and thousands of people at Avenida Paulista in São Paulo at one of his last rallies. So thousands of people were listening to this, and some of them repeating it. You know, the end of Folha de São Paulo and everything. After he became president, we all thought that that was all in the past because it was campaign rhetoric and he would tone down now that he had won. But this was one of the first interviews he gave to the news show that is the most widely viewed in Brazil at TV Globo.
Presidente, o senhor sempre se declara enfaticamente, aliás, um defensor da liberdade de imprensa. Mas em alguns momentos da campanha o senhor chegou a desejar que um jornal deixasse de existir. É indiscutível que a imprensa não é imune a erros e nem a críticas. E isso vale para qualquer órgão da imprensa profissional. Mas também é fato que a imprensa livre é um pilar da democracia. Como presidente eleito, o senhor vai continuar defendendo a liberdade da imprensa e a liberdade do cidadão de escolher o que ele quiser ler, o que ele quiser ver e ouvir?
Totalmente favorável à liberdade de imprensa. Temos a questão da propaganda oficial do governo, que é uma outra coisa. Mas aproveito o momento para que nós realmente venhamos fazer justiça aqui no Brasil. Tem uma senhora de nome Valderice, minha funcionária, que trabalhava na Vila Histórica de Mambucaba e tinha uma lojinha de açaí. O jornal Folha de São Paulo foi lá, nesse dia 10 de janeiro, e fez a matéria e a rotulou de forma injusta como fantasma. É uma senhora, mulher, e negra e pobre. Só que nesse dia 10 de janeiro, segundo o boletim administrativo da Câmara, de 19 de dezembro, ela estava de férias. Então, ações como essa, por parte de uma imprensa, que mesmo te mostrando a injustiça que cometeu com uma senhora ao não voltar atrás, logicamente que eu não posso considerar essa imprensa digna. Não quero que ela acabe, mas, no que depender de mim, na propaganda oficial do governo, imprensa que se comportar dessa maneira, mentindo descaradamente, não terá apoio do governo federal.
Então o senhor não quer que este jornal acabe. O senhor está deixando isso claro agora.
Por si só, esse jornal se acabou, não tem prestígio mais nenhum. Quase todas as fake news que se voltaram contra mim partiram da Folha de São Paulo. Inclusive, a última matéria, onde eu teria contratado, né, empresas fora do Brasil via empresários aqui para espalhar mentiras sobre o PT. Uma grande mentira, mais um fake news do jornal Folha de São Paulo, lamentavelmente.
Presidente, me permita, como editor-chefe do Jornal Nacional, eu tenho um testemunho a fazer. Às vezes, eu mesmo achei que...
Okay, sorry. It's a bit long, but just a few fact-checking actions here. The employee, the reporters, they went there twice in different months. So unless she has 2 months of vacation every year, that doesn't sound right. The second story, no one ever said that foreigners were paying. They were like Brazilian businessmen. And the other thing is, according to Brazilian law, you have to allocate government advertising following technical criteria, at least in theory. So that would be illegal to threaten to withdraw all the advertising, government advertising. It's not working. Oops. Well, keep on talking. Okay, so this was unprecedented in several manners. I mean, never a president had gone on the main news show of the country to say that a newspaper would cease to exist and still, attack a newspaper. And the other thing is the solidarity that the newspaper received. After that, we had all like a voluntary campaign online of people saying, I'm going to subscribe for Folha because I value democracy. So we got several subscriptions. After this, and after his inauguration, that has become the new normal. First was Folha, now it's TV Globo and Globo newspaper, and also Estado de São Paulo. Whenever there's a critical, some reporting that is critical that he doesn't like, he attacks directly on Twitter, and he also has digital militias. It's like armies of trolls and bots that threaten and persecute journalists and opposition leaders. For instance, there was a colleague of Estado that she was victim of fake news, and the president himself retweeted the fake news. I myself was attacked and threatened several times, both online and offline. The president is suing us to disclose all sources to all the stories about the bots, the WhatsApp, and everything. The newspaper, the philosophy of the newspaper is that we're going to keep on doing what we know, professional journalism, independent journalism, and we do not oppose the government. We're not opposition to the government. We're going to do as we did with other governments. For instance, it was Folha that had the scoops about Mensalão, which was the scheme of bribing congressmen to get favorable votes, and also about Lula's ranch. So we're going to still be doing this, and that's the direction we're getting. Keep on doing your work, independent reporting, and don't get intimidated. And that's what we're trying to do. Thank you.